Hi, this is Hugh Slenberg, and I'm speaking to you today on behalf of the Gossamer Court and our efforts at greening Mother Gaia. Now, I don't want this to be confused with Mother Gaia's Memorial Grove, which on Mother's Day we ask people to plant trees. This goes a little bit further in that request for people to green the planet. There was a young man who was 11 years old who had a week to live, and his name was Brendan Foster. Now, I was following this story last year when I was in the hospital suffering from pneumonia, and he wanted to feed the homeless. That's something that we try to do periodically when funds and resources are there. But he had another idea. Over the last few years, the honeybee populations have been depleted. There's colony collapse disorders, where the bees fly out and they can't find their way back home and they end up dying, of exposure, and the honey's not being created, and they're not getting their job done of cross-pollinating or pollinating the plants out there. And that could really hurt us as much as 15% of the world's food. So he wanted these seeds passed out at his funeral, little packages of wildflower seeds. And what I was thinking, maybe in conjunction with Ostara or Easter, the kids, in addition to scoring on the eggs and goodies out there, maybe a part of that day could be reserved for them to, put in some wildflower seeds or maybe some saplings. And it's wonderful to commemorate, Mother's Day. Mother Earth is the ultimate mother out there. She sustains us. But I was thinking, we could certainly plant nut trees, pecans, walnuts, fruit trees. But why stop there? You quit smoking, plant an ash tree out in your front yard. The kids get all A's on a report card. You plant an apple tree. Or you get rid of, that albatross, the person you don't want to be with anymore, or a boss or something. You plant a crabapple tree. Maybe if you're an artist, plant a pear tree commemorating the finest behind you've ever seen in your life. That ought to raise the attention of the neighbors when you tell them, and perhaps a cherry tree when you lose your virginity. I mean, isn't a moment like that worth a tree? And I say this with some degree of jest, but I'm also, very serious about this. It's something that we need to do. It was always wonderful when I was a kid happening upon blueberry bushes or the occasional apple tree that was growing wild, and pear trees. As a kid in Florida in my early years, we had loquats and citrus trees, and it was really quite nice. In addition to the avocado, it depends on where you are as to what trees and plant life will grow well. The wildflowers, that was certainly a cause of Lady Bird Johnson, and she had them plant them all along the Texas interstates, and it really beautified the area. But you should learn about what trees grow well in your area, and just put aside one day out of the year when you go out along a street and pick up the litter and leave something behind in the form of some wildflower seeds, or maybe you plant a few small trees. There are lots of things in this life to commemorate. When you start having children, people have been known to plant a tree for each child born. We really need to start taking care of the planet the best that we can. Whether you are greening an area that you camp at in the summertime, replacing some of the trees where you chop wood, or whether it's just to beautify things with, wildflower seeds. This is something that we really need to do. And the more we do it, the better off the planet will be. This is Just Lundberg, the Fairy King, speaking on behalf of the Gossamer Court. Thank you very much. Bye now.